Hey guys, welcome back to Electrical Car Repair Live. Our mission at the garage is to save you guys as much money as we can. That's why we make these absolutely free videos and we teach you how to fix your car for free. Let's go ahead and start on it now. Channel, in today's video guys, if you have a BMW, any of you guys that own a BMW, doesn't matter which model it is, and let's say your AC compressor went bad or there was a fault with the AC system, you fixed that, but it's still not working, the AC is not working, not blowing cold. We'll show you guys one simple trick and what you need to do. Now, we'll guys have more than 200 videos on every car we get at the shop, because our mission guys is to save you as much money as we can. So please guys, hit that subscribe button in return, like the video and leave a comment below guys. We're constantly adding more videos. So we replaced the AC compressor on this BMW and it still doesn't want to kick in. We'll explain what are the two possibilities, okay, but most likely it's one of them, and there is one that could be very hidden, and we'll explain that towards the end. Make sure you stay with us. So let us show you what we'll be doing now. We have this 2005 BMW E46, but again it doesn't matter what you're working on, and the AC system is not working after AC compressor replacement. So let me show you now. I'm going to go ahead, connect the scanner now, okay, to the system here guys, and if you replaced your AC compressor, I'll explain what else needs to be done there. As you know guys, BMWs, they have very complicated AC system. They have kind of like their own part of the computer that regulates that. You have climate controls, you have different sensors, you have a solar sensor that detects how much sun you have and all that stuff, so it can adjust all that on its own. Now, sometimes when something fails guys, let's say the compressor was bad, what will happen? It will tell the system, hey, you know, there is a problem, so we stop working. And until you guys fix that problem and clear the computer, you cannot have working AC. So, what we'll be doing now, I'll turn the ignition on. Okay, we'll be using Maxicom guy here, guys. Okay, that's Maxicom MK808. I clicked the wrong make. Okay, let me just go back quick. Okay, escape. Now, this computer guys will be listed in the description of the video below. You can work guys on any car you can think of. You can work even if you want on Maseratis, Ferraris, Lamborghinis and whatever guys you want to. This thing, okay, this thing is amazing, I'm telling you. So, what we'll be doing now? Okay, we're going to select VIN, auto detect, and it's going to detect which car we have, what year, what configuration, what engine, what model, and all that stuff guys. Wow, okay, it's loading here like that, and we'll explain what we need to do. And we're going to test the AC system towards the end with a heat gun to see if it's going to take care of that problem. So we're still waiting. It's going to take just a couple seconds to communicate with the car, and it's going to get all that information on its own, so we don't have to manually select it, which is very, very handy. Okay, BMW, European, perfect. Now we are going to click. Okay, it's going to read the VIN number, and we have to confirm this is the correct one. It tells us E46 2005 model, 330 Ci with M54 engine. You can see it decodes all that on its own based on the VIN number. And it's establishing communication. Now it's going to ask us, if you have a BMW most of the times, okay, to turn the ignition off for 10 seconds, okay, and turn it back on and connect it, so it can access the computers and all that stuff. Turn it back on, okay, and we're going to scan the system now. So we're going to go to diagnostics, we'll select control unit. AC system usually is under body guys, and integrated automatic heating system. So if there was something wrong with it, you have a code stored in the computer, so you can access, read the codes, check those things out. You can see the ECU information, all that will be guys, okay, here when it's coded, numbers, okay, date, weeks, quite a few things. So all I need to do to make the AC to work again, I'm going to erase the codes. I forgot to show you what code we have, but you get an idea. We had a code for the bed clutch. So codes have been successfully erased. Then I'll click live data and we'll select AC control system. And under here now guys, I'm going to go ahead, start the car. Okay, we're starting the car, AC is on. We have it set at 59 degrees Fahrenheit, which is like 16 Celsius. And now under live data we can see, okay, this is the AC button. It says active, working, temperature set point. Okay, this is what we have here, 16 degrees, perfect. Now, this is the interior temperature of the vehicle, 29 degrees. Okay, evaporator temperature guys, this evaporator is behind the dash, this is the one that blows the cold air. And it is right now at 6.6 degrees and it keeps dropping. That's Celsius, that's cold guys. And outside temperature is 25. I'm going to get the gun now. Okay, I'm going to get that gun, but make sure you stay with us until the end. I want to share something with you. And right now it's 25 outside, so we can see how accurate it is, or 77 Fahrenheit. So what we're getting out of the vents now guys, okay, out of the vents, okay, we're getting right now, okay, you can see it keeps dropping about even 30, 39. So that's about 4.2 degrees Celsius, and it says that the evaporator temperature is 4.4, so that's really close. Now if the AC system still doesn't work after you clean the codes and all that stuff, you need to check your pressure sensor guys. If the pressure sensor doesn't show any pressure, it means you have a bad pressure sensor. What it does, that pressure sensor tells the AC compressor if we have enough pressure in the system, enough freon to engage the compressor. But okay, if it's not reading anything, it's not going to turn the compressor on. So hopefully guys, the video will be helpful. Thank you guys for watching. Please subscribe to the channel. Hopefully guys, the video was helpful and we were able to save you money. We guys have more than 19,000 free repair videos on our YouTube channels. Check them out. We have videos that can save you thousands of dollars in future repairs. Thank you for watching and see you guys next time.